So now, basically, the difference between Buddha way of karma and usual karma is huge difference. In some cases, there is no difference. So where it is huge difference, when I start to say everything is predestined, and that is due to karma. That means nothing I can do. That means if I'm telling lies is because of karma. If I'm slandering is because of karma. If I'm stealing, it is because of karma. I mean, I can't do anything. Actually, the situation has come for me to steal, so I'm stealing. Situation has come for me to do something, so I'm doing it. Because it is already destined that way, that in this life I should be doing like this. So any there's nothing like papaka and punya. It's basically I'm pushed to do that. I don't have an exclusive ownership or something that I can say, I wish I had not done this. It doesn't arise. Okay, so all problems in my life, etc., is due to the karma. And majorly, since we don't want dukkha, we will have all the problems associated with karma. And hence, we push it on deeds. Let's say something is not working, it's due to my karma. That immediately comes to any person. I don't know what deed I would have done in the past, so I'm suffering now. So when we are not suffering, we don't think about karma, but when we are suffering, we think about karma. So basic tenet or basic understanding is that it's predestined. Anyone who would like to argue with me that it is not predestined? Even the decision making, if I decide A versus B, A and B came together, there was no choice. I chose A and the karma started off A. If I chose B, that book what Chirag had sent is exactly the same. That if you choose B, then the karma of B will start. So there's nothing like you did anything about it. That's it on karma.
I don't remember which book I shared, though.
You shared one 2 or 3 pages of some book where that person says that everything is predestined, and then even if you select something, you are part of karma and everything.
Okay, I don't remember the predestination part, but maybe that's a digression. I think we can continue. Yeah.
No, he has used destiny in one place, which you are marked, that I remember. And then the next page talks about this selection. So that's karma. Okay, so that's it. Over. We're done. If you understand this much. Anyway, it's not so easy said and done, so we will continue. But basically, karma means it drives to destiny. Okay, now we go through the sutta, which we stopped in between. That is Nibbedika Sutta, and I'll come back to this sutta. That's a connection of what we were going through yesterday. So in the Nibbedika Sutta, karma is the intention. Okay. If you intend to do something, then definitely you would do it. That means there is wanting to do it. So when there is wanting to do it, you will do everything to make it happen. Okay. So Chetana, intention. Which intention you choose? Okay. Till here, both agree. The view people who treat karma is predestined and what Buddha is saying almost or not almost seems the same. Because when you choose between A and B, it's opportunity cost. So you take one, the other one goes away. Right? How? I'll tell you an example. I want to steal. Okay. I was almost about to take that iPhone 17 Pro Max, which was lying, nobody was seeing it. It's just there, new box. And nobody is there. That means there's no one there. It's an empty room. This iPhone 17 Pro Max is there. And I love iPhones. So the moment I saw that, my eyes pop up to that iPhone. An intention comes in my mind that let's take that iPhone. Anyway, nobody's there and nobody's claiming it's mine. So it's not really a stealing. Okay. So I intend, so I move the body forward towards a table which is there, and on that there's iPhone. I was about to steal it. Another thought in my mind came that I shouldn't be doing this. If somebody gives it to me, is fine. Taking which is not given is not okay. So I refrain, almost I had touched it. I refrain from touching that phone and I walk away. So A and B. A is taking that iPhone, B is not taking the iPhone. If I took the iPhone, it becomes papaka kamma. If I didn't take the iPhone, it becomes kusala kamma, but it's still kusala, but it's still kamma. So it has a vipaka. Isn't it then destined? That's exactly what the book says. Now, there's a consequence of not stealing. You feel happy of not stealing. And if I had stolen that phone, I would have been in fear. Right? And I'm looking here, there, and taking the phone. What if there was a camera? So I just have to see everywhere, every camera is there. There's so much thing I need to do. Okay. Still, I back the phone. And once I am out of that room, two policemen come and ask me to put the hand back and the handcuff. Bad karma. Now the question is, which you all have to understand and ask or answer, that keeping of that phone itself was a karma, right? Yes or no? I going there into the room is karma. I getting lured by that phone is also a karma. And it is lying on the table, nobody is seeing it, is a karma. And it made me, forced me to take that phone. And in any which way, I would have got caught with the police. So I got caught. Or any which way, I was not supposed to get caught by the police, so no police came. So I opened the door and I went away. Nobody did anything. What do you think? That very phone being there that very event being there is because of my past deed. So I had no option except to steal. Anyone who can argue with me on why that is not the right way of looking at things or why it is the right way of looking at things, I'm fine either way. Because that's the reason I said this session is going to be a long session. Otherwise, there's nothing to speak. I can just go and you can also read it in English or in Pali, and that's it, over, done. It hardly takes, I think, 7 minutes from now, we are done with karma.
Jeffrey, should I try?
Pardon? Yes, go ahead, Bobby.
Long time we have a discussion here, that's why.
No, it's okay. I'm very good for a fight. Go ahead.
No, not for a fight, Actually, what you're saying is, like make me to think that some incidents happen in your life, and then, like, that conditions are there. And what you're saying is, whether to act on it in a skillful way or an unskillful way, that is where the line is there, because if that type of mind, if you don't have, you can't understand karma. Like, whether I have to steal it or, whether I should not steal it, that is where that line where somebody can really progress in Dhamma. If somebody doesn't even know that, I think we have discussed this in a different way before also, that type of mind is a basic criteria for, somebody. So otherwise you will say that it is fatalism, like, that phone is there. Now I'm tempted to take it and, just enjoy that. And then you get into the results of, or the consequence of that. But a person who has the basic minimum level of morality, will not steal it.
No, that's not a question, Bobby. The very fact that iPhone was there on the table is karmic.
Yeah, you can say the same way, right? You are married to a one person, like, just,
that is karmic.
Now how
I couldn't escape it. Yeah, that's instead of iPhone, you put your wife, or either you are with your wife because it was destined to be. So whether you fight, she hits you, you hit her, you both eat each other, you go to police, you do whatever, she puts a rape case against you or she puts something against you, she will put you behind bars or whatever. That wife itself was due to karmic. Or yes. Husband itself was karmic. Husband is hitting the wife, he is burning her fingers, he has done so many things, he comes totally drunk, and then he creates ruckus in the house, throws things, etc. That was bound to be. You're just seeing what you have done earlier.
Right.
So that's
I agree with that. But, after that...
Now my question is, should I go to the police? Yes. And the answer is no. Should I divorce? The answer is no. Because if you divorce, you're going to continue that to the next life.
Next life, yes.
So why don't you tolerate it till you die?
Right. Correct. So in the case of phone, like, with the wife, yeah, definitely.
No, it's all the same. Phone, wife, house, money, property, this, that. You just don't put labels. Just see the very fact that phone was there is because it's karmic.
Correct.
So whether I took it or not is a secondary issue.
No, that is another karmic, right? You're just doing some action.
No,
like,
no, Bobby. Not taking it is one.
First phone is there, and your wife is there. I agree that it is karmic. No, I agree that. But what I was trying to say is that now when you develop wisdom, only the next step.
Bobby, forget the wisdom part. That you don't talk to me like a philosopher. Now I'm talking about karma. I'm not talking about philosophy. It's a bullshit philosophy. See, now I'm seeing this iPhone in front of me equivalent to a wife, right? I looked at a girl. A girl is a girl. A phone is a phone. I got lured by that girl. And she also says same thing, the secondary. But then I got lured. In fact, I went behind her, searching her and sending her love letters and so many things, wrote in blood and some funny things. Then I, gave her a rose and standing on one leg or whatever leg it is. And then she didn't wanted to marry me, but I said, please. And she said, look, you don't know what are you taking. And I said, I don't mind taking anything in this world for you. She said, she even cautioned me, look, you are tying up yourself with the wrong person. I said, no, dear, I think you're mistaken. I have compassion for you. I love you, truly love you. You do whatever you want to do with me. You hit me, you slap me, you accuse me, you abuse me, you love me. I will love you tenderly, like a tender coconut. And not even 6 months pass by. I'm feeling pissed off and I want to go. She told me this. It's not her mistake. So I will now say that the very fact that girl was there in front of me was predestined. I didn't have a choice. I either have to say yes to it or no to it. But saying yes to it gave me this karma. If I had said no to it, I would have got cheated of that girl. I wouldn't have lived. Actually, every moment I was thinking of her. When will I see her? When will I see her? I can't live without you. And in fact, I was hearing to Brian Adams' song, I cannot live without you. And I was listening to another song, Everything I do it for you. And I was singing this, still feels like first night together. So I was imagining my love and all of that. And the girl is a problem. But girl is not a problem as a problem because, I would have anyway seen the girl, whichever girl. Can I close my eyes, not see the girl at all? And if yes, if I see the girl, is it possible that I withstand the sight of the girl? No, we are all married. Unfortunately, after marriage, we come to know that we shouldn't have married, but it's too late to understand that we shouldn't have married. Now, nothing you can do. That was sacrifice. Basically, I sacrificed my life for my love. What to do, Bobby? Now, my question is not what prudence you get after you getting hit. That will anyway come. That wisdom will dawn one day. Oh my goodness, that's not a question. That object being there itself is karma. Now you have to argue with me. No.
How it is karma? Then why?
And then we are not following the Buddha.
Means if I don't argue. Or,
no, if you say it is karmic, then we are not following the Buddha. We are following something what is called as predestined in the name of Buddha.
So you mean if you're coming to some kind of situations is not karmic? That some situations is not karmic.
No. There's one particular sukha.
Then you're born as a human itself is not karmic.
No, you're going somewhere.
No, I'm just asking because
I'm also telling you. No, let's stick to this problem and don't shift to something else. That means human is not a karmic and that is not. I never said that. I am saying the very fact that item was there. That means I'm going by even by the quantum mechanics. The very fact that you saw that it happened. That means the moment I recognize it to be iPhone 17 Pro Max, it possessed me. So it was karmic. That's my argument. The moment I saw the girl, it possessed me, right? The girl was not there, there was no possession, right? Had I not seen Anjanna, I wouldn't have been married. And had you not seen Merin and you ran all the across Mumbai in search of her, wouldn't have happened. This magic wouldn't have happened. Now, I ran in front of her so many number of times pleading, please marry me. And she said, okay, I marry you. And fortunately, this fortunately has come because it's karmic. She would have fried me from morning till evening. And for outside world, she would have been so kind and so nice. But when she comes home, the devil is back. And I can't complain anywhere, because if I complain, nobody believes it. They say, what a good wife you have, you crazy idiot. I say, man, and I know she's narcissist. She's only worried about her image, forget about my image. And I am also a narcissist, actually. So she's a narcissist, I'm a narcissist. But we never knew each other that we are narcissists. The very fact that I saw her is karmic. That's where I am. Is it true that the very fact of meeting a person in your life, the very fact of seeing an object itself is karmic?
I think I'll add one more thing and I'll give to Ario and Avanti. So, Vilashi, like maybe seeing that is not a problem, but now I have some kind of defilements. That's why I want to possess it, right? So that is developed because of my, previous actions. Like because I want like that phone to be, I want to take that phone, or I want to possess this lady. That is happening because I have developed those type of habits in my previous past, existence, or in my past. I have this type of.
No, why? Tell me one thing, Bobby. Tell me one thing. Why karma should be negative all the time? Because when we have a pain, then we remember karma. If everything is going good, will you remember karma? I have never heard a single person saying that whatever is good is happening to me is also karmic.
No, like, see, for example, if you say the same, whatever example you have said, like, taking that phone is a good thing, right? Because I'm getting a phone. Taking that lady is a good thing. Yeah. So, that time it was not bad anyway. I felt it is so good because that phone is like I can use it. It's an iPhone. And then, but later on, I suffered. That time only I realized that I went to the police station. Then I thought,
no, we'll do another thing. Forget about stealing. I go to the Apple store, which is in Bangalore, very huge one, very compelling. It's like going into whichever thing I and ario and I think Chirag joined or not joined. I don't know. Anyway, so we went to the Apple store, and the same store. I saw it in US. Exact same format store. I have money. I went there. I already have iPhone 16 Pro. And the salesman said that, Vilas, you have all Apple products. So we want to do some favor to you. Yes, sir, tell me. We will give you 50% off on iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is there. It's yours. We'll give you 40% on your current phone. You just have to pay 10% more. Just 10%, which is nothing. It will come to around 11,000 Indian rupees for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Wow, what a luck. And I just had to tell Ario that, hey, you know what happened? And it is almost like 11:30 p.m. for him. I know that he can say yes to it, but still just to make sure that he tells yes. And then I tell him that, hey, you know what, Ario, just sorry to bother you, just a second. I'm here in Apple Store and they're giving me 50% off on the new phone and 40% on this. I just want to sell this off and taking iPhone 17 Pro Max. Are you okay? Because you donated it. I don't want it to be like that. He says, no problem, Vilas. You please do whatever you want to. For these trivial things, you don't have to call me. I thank my stars that what a luck, what a karmic thing. I immediately say before he changes his mind, and then I say, yeah, go ahead. So I just had to transfer 11,000 rupees to him, and I have my iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's karmic. Yes. It was predestined. Yes. I going to Apple Store was already known. It was known. This is exactly what Einstein came up with, spooky at a distance. It's already known. How does a one piece of socks knows what's going to happen on the other side? It changes. Oh man, that's impossible. One atom here and one atom there, they both change based upon the decision here. I made a decision here, it changed there. I can't believe it. It's spooky. Let me try again. This time I keep it on moon. But exactly the same thing happens, which clearly shows that this atom knows the action of that, and that atom knows the action of this. It's mind boggling. How can the atom know this? It can't see. So, what I do, I conduct a double slit experiment to see whether it can go through one hole or both the holes or nullify it. And when I put an observer, it goes as particles, not as waves. The moment I remove the observer effect, it goes as waves. So it can go as particles, as though they know how to go through the slit, and they cancel each other out, making an interference pattern. And when you put an observer, it behaves like a single particle. So it is a wave, light is a wave, and light is also a particle. It simply knows it. How? I don't know. And since I don't know, I call it karmic. So from quantum mechanics, if you go through it, or you go through string theory, you go to the many theories are there, you exactly see the same phenomena happening outside of you. The atom knows exactly what you're thinking. It does opposite. Buddha says anyatha bhavi. That's exactly what's happening. It knows your intention. It changes it. It changes. The moment you intend, it becomes anyatha bhavi. That means it's changed. It changes. The structure is changed. Now, you can no longer do it. Let's take, I want to go inside walls. It's possible. No law in physics can defy that. In physics, it's possible. Because the same amount of atoms here and same amount of atoms there, but the permutation combinations are different, and hence that atoms over there know that I'm coming. So it'll block. So I can't go. But why it happens when you sit in meditation and kalapas happen? Why it dissipates then? It's not supposed to dissipate. But what made it dissipate? It's karmic. That means you were predestined to go into Vipassana of Goenka or Ubakin, and then you sat there. You had earlier gone, it didn't work. This time it worked. So it was karmic. But the very fact VRI is there is karmic, whether you take it or not. Means it's your choice. But that choice, that item being there itself is karmic. I don't know how I confused you, Bobby, or not. Let me ask Ario or Chirag. They have been holding on for a long time. I think Avanti held it for some time, and Sanil also held it. So they all have gone, only leaving Ario behind. So let's ask him or Chirag. I don't know who wanted to talk.
Sir, can I talk?
No, wait. This Ario guy is already on, and you have already closed it. After him. Yes, Chirag or Ario, go ahead.
Yeah, I think maybe everyone has a vague definitions of what karma is, right? For example, let's say the phone in front of you, right? You're saying is it karmic that the phone is in front of you? And I would say one can argue that it's karmic, but that doesn't mean it's predestined. Let's say because of past causes and conditions, the phone happened to be in that place.
Then it is
But that
random.
doesn't.
Then it is random. If you say happen to be, is random.
No. But I think we always talk in terms of probabilities, right?
No. Wait a second. No shifting of gears. If you say it happened to be, it's exactly randomness. I don't know where wait a second. I don't know where the twisted pairs are there. I don't know the twisted pairs. So when I saw it the first time, there was no phone on the table. But I turned my head this way and I saw it, the phone is there. So the twisted pair became untwisted. So giving me the randomness, I don't know from how it appeared. But now I'm staring, hold on a second, I'm staring with this phone lying on the table. The phone is lying on the table. I have a choice now. I have a choice to take it, one choice, not to take it, another choice. Now the table and the phone being there is predestined.
Yeah, I think to me, predestined is quite a strong word. But I think you're looking into this binary viewpoint, right? Either it's random or it's predestined. I don't think I agree with either of those, but I would also argue I don't think karma is either of those.
No, then the God kept it.
Sorry, what?
Then the God kept it there.
No, I think it's not God kept it, right? I mean, I think, let's say, if you consider universe as, having a state-based system with like many different variables, and I think it's accumulation of all the choices that each of us are making.
Then in that case, Chirag, you can't even walk, take the next step, because there are a lot of conditions and causes and things. So you can't make up that, let me walk. No, you can't. Then in that case, how did you fly to Brisbane? Then it is predestined, or it is random, or it got sent.
Why does it have to be random though?
Why? Listen to me, Chirag. Listen to me. You had a choice of going or not going. It's still a choice. Great. But the Brisbane was there all the time. Come on.
No. But let's say even the choice of going to Brisbane or not going to Brisbane.
But Brisbane was there.
No. Okay, let me put it this way. Let's say there are 1,000 choices, right? I could go to Brisbane, I could go to London, I could go to any other place, right? But it happened in such a way that
no, that's called randomness. It happened in such a way. It's randomness.
I mean,
I mean, it's also randomness.
It's not. I think what I'm saying here is that is not randomness, by the way.
Which is not randomness. Which is not randomness.
What I'm going to say here is not completely random.
But still, it has got randomness. You mean to say?
In conditions. Let's have discussed this topic in the past. That's why I'm able to talk about this topic with interest right now. So,
which is called randomness.
But then it's not random, right? Because I'm saying this like.
So then in that case, it is predestined, because last few years back we have spoken. Now you got an opportunity to speak and you're speaking. So it's predestined that if this situation comes, you're going to be talking on this. It's predestined.
Can it be predestined? It doesn't feel that way, does it?
No, Chirag, don't argue for the sake of arguing. You just look at it. We have spoken on karma in the past, right? And you like karma philosophy. So now you're sitting here. That means you made a choice already that today's karma day, it's my karma, so I want to sit, which is predestined now, right? Now, unless this karma topic goes away into something else, your interest is going to remain, yes or no?
Right.
So you created a destiny. But what it means is, you created a destiny. You means it was predestined. If I had not, wait a second before you say, if I had not said yesterday that today is karma day, you wouldn't have attended.
I would say there would be. It's not,
Likely, most likely you wouldn't have attended.
No. It's not like that. I don't know. It depends. It depends on many things.
Ah, now you're answering, sir. Depends is randomness.
It is not, because depend when I say something depends on another thing, then there's like a causation, right?
No, causation of Buddha is totally different. So we have muddled things up. So I just want to make sure we understand properly what we are saying as destiny, non-destiny, this and that. It's not. So what you're saying is it depends on the topic. So I'm joining based upon the topic. Fair. So that's a choice. And when you make a choice, it is karmic. The very fact it was there made you accept to that, right?
Right. And it's like also karma as a concept becomes meaningless. It's because if there is no choice, right? Because karma by itself is like a personal deed, and if there's no choice, then there cannot be any karma produced. So choice has to be there for karma to be there.
Yes. So if you choose one, the other one goes away. Agreed. Let's say you wanted to go for a game, or you wanted to go for a swim, or you wanted to do something else. Tomorrow being holiday, even in US, I think it's holiday tomorrow, right? 1st of May, Labor Day. No?
Is there? I don't think.
No, I don't think there's a.
Okay, but we have a Labor Day. We're all laborers. We are IT laborers, so we are taking off today. So today is a Labor Day here.
Yeah, no labor laws in the US, unfortunately.
Okay, great. So anyway, any which way, let's say you wanted to go for a swim, and then you want to listen to this hard topic of karma, and then you made a choice, right? Fair thinking till here. Now, the very fact that this topic is there is already predestined. Whether you attend or not is secondary. It's there. You taking it or not is your personal thing, but it's there.
Yeah, I would call it's there, but that doesn't mean it's predestined. It's there. It's there.
Yes, it is predestined in that way, because it's there. Just that the girl is there, is there. I mean, the thing is, whether I fall for that girl or not is a secondary thing.
But from the same token, let's say randomly a phone could be there, or randomly this class could be there, right?
Exactly. So that's the reason it's called Titaitana. 3 ways of seeing. One way of seeing is that I don't know how it works, so the God only knows. It's right, actually. If you go deeper and deeper and deeper, you ultimately find it's God who is doing it. Because I have no idea. How did that girl sit there? It's God sent. How did that phone land there? God sent. How did I get 50% from Apple Store and 40% for this current phone? 90% off. I just have to pay 10%. It's God sent. Why not? This is one way. Second, everything is karmic. So I had done good karma in the past, so I got 90% off. I don't know what all I would have done. So I appreciate and say that, wow, you know what? There's always good thing in this world. And then if you do good things, you'll get good result. And then, yeah, Buddha also says the same thing. So I get convinced. Yes, it's true. It's karmic. Everything now onwards is karmic. For me, everything is karmic. If I'm telling lies, is karmic. If I'm not telling lies, also is karmic. If I'm stealing, is also karmic. If I'm not stealing, is also karmic. So everything is karmic now. I can't make a distinction out because it's overwhelming. I just walked into the Apple store. I never meant to buy anything. And that person is some person who has come from US, and I don't know what he's looked at me, and he just asked me, do you frequently come to the Apple store? And I say, yes, I've been coming to Apple store. And then he asked me, give me your number. Let me check what all products do you have on this number. And he was shocked to see so many MacBook Air, so many MacBook Pro and Mac Mini and iPads and this and that. He said, I've never seen anybody having so many things. As are you a collector of Apple products? I say, yes. Oh my goodness, it's good. So we want to gift you something. Can happen. It can happen random as well. I'm not denying. But presently, I'm taking it as my karmic. This is the second one. Third one, it's not randomness, but in English, there's no other word. So it's ahetukavada. There is no cause. There's no cause. Just happened. I just happened to be, like you said, right? I just happened to be in an Apple store. It just happened that that person came and spoke to me. It just happened that he had to give something to someone. So it just happened that he offered this to me. It just happened that I had money. It just happened that I wanted to sell it off. It just happened that I called ario. It just happened that ario took the call. It just happened that he said yes to it. It just happened that I paid. It just happened that now I got my favorite iPhone Pro Max. It just happened I liked it actually. In the same way, it just happened the girl was sitting there. It just happened that I wanted to propose. It just happened that she was supposed to accept my proposal. It just happened that we both got married. Blah, blah, blah. What difference? No difference. Or I can use God sent. As a God sent, she was sitting there. As a God sent, I went there. As a God sent, she started fighting with me. As a God sent, I started fighting with her, etc. It's all God. It's God who is doing it. It's not me who is doing it. I have no power. It's God who is doing it. So either God does it, karma does it, or ahituka, no cause. This is exactly what that sutta is. 3 tenets. Think it over. So that's the reason I'm saying the very fact of that thing on the table is karmic, for which you have to refute my claim. How would you solve this? If you solve this problem, no, 3.61 or 64 in Titayatana Sutta, which we have already gone through it many times.
Yeah, that is there. But I'm saying, this law of karma is unthinkable.
Yes, unthinkable. Yes, exactly.
That is there in that Angudreya 4.7.
4.77, yes, correct. So basically, for all of us, and the reason why I said it's going to take huge amount of time is not what you're reading in the sutta. I'm going to the root of it. The root of it is the very fact that being there is karmic. That means the very fact I'm marrying Anjanna is karmic. The very fact of you marrying Vrinda is karmic. The very fact are you marrying Zhao is karmic. The very fact Mrityunjaya marrying Veena is karmic. The very fact Bobby marrying Marin is karmic. He can't escape. You can't say no to it. You would make that choice, either which way. That means the very fact that person sitting there is karmic. I'm saying that. The very fact you're sitting next to ario is karmic. Now you refute my claim. The very fact you're sitting there is karmic. Otherwise, there was no need for you to sit in his house. So it's already destined that whether you say yes or no, you are there. But the moment the karma is cut between you and him, you will not go to his home. So isn't it true? And what Bobby sent is right. It's unthinkable. It's impossible. I'm coming to the root of it. This is root, going to the root. I'm not talking about this consequence of it. What we're talking is the consequence. Consequence is that, oh, you know what, I did this and then that happened. That's consequence. That's vipaka. I'm talking about the karma itself. The very fact I was marrying Anjanna is because I had something to give it to her and she giving something to me. So in that way, we are bound to meet, irrespective whether I like it, I dislike it. I have no choice over it. After I see her, what I'm going to do is secondary issue. Meaning that product being there, to buy it or not buy it is a choice, which is fine, which will give me another set of karma. But the very fact that being there is karma. Okay, now I will move this to Sanil and Smita. Or maybe Smita, she's ready with her volley of questions or whatever concerns. Let's see.
My first question, I mean, um, it's not a sort of question, but I think that the emphasis which you always, while explaining, put it like the habits. So I think even this has a linkages with your habits. Like for instance, as a child, I mean, most of us, I mean, all parents teaches us, like not to tell lie, not to steal the things, right? I mean, these are the basic things. But then eventually, what we see is that sometimes the kids also, or as a grown up person, also that desire to get things, right, is there. And as an action. And I just want to cite one, very funny but interesting live example, which my friend shared with me. Is that it was a excursion of the student, which she took it from Aurangabad to Sanil's place, Kerala. And the students were very hungry. Uh, and like she was very strict. She said, no, you're not going to eat anything. The food here, which is roadside, anything happens, it's team of 20, I'm alone, right? And I really do not know, being a Marathi, the language, so I'll land up in a problem. And late night they reach and finally they manage. But while coming also, sudden, I mean, uh, that, they were not able to, I think, manage the food while coming. And they were very hungry, the flight got delayed. And there was a woman who was a foreigner, and I think, due to the overweightage, she was throwing the dry fruits in the dustbin. Now, some of and I'm sharing about these kids who are girls who are grown up, right, doing PhD. So, I mean, couple of them were so hungry that they, went and took from the dustbin the dry fruits which were packed and started opening and eating. So my friend confronted by saying these are wrong dates, right? And then it went on, and finally, and then she said that I think they listened to you. Just call them and tell that not to do this. And why I'm sharing this is that I think the whole idea is the intention of everything which is there.
No,
And
Smita, you're gone somewhere different path. My contest, on what I'm contesting, please be very clear. I'm not looking at Vipaka, that you leave that aside. I'm saying the very fact I'm seeing that item is because it is predestined. Karma brings in predestined. Okay. The very fact I'm seeing iPhone is because it's predestined. Supposed to be there. So your answer should be yes, that's right, or it's wrong. If it is right, how it is right. If it is wrong, how it is wrong. I want the same answers from everyone. Otherwise, it goes into story making and so many other things which will cut off the reason why I'm taking this. We have gone to the root of it. So,
Okay, I got
so your answer should be yes, I agree with it, or I don't agree with it. That's it.
the argument which you place it. I think I fully agree that there is a karmic something like even that suddenly it's all the way from Kerala where I happen to meet him, and I'm usually not a person who will talk with everyone unless I'm very comfortable with people, right? So yes, I mean it's true. It's karmic. Agreed.
Done. That's it. Over. Thank you. So the first rule, if I were to set, your sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, thoughts are karmic. They are there. You can't do anything about it. You can't remove them. You can't change them. That's exactly what Buddha says. They are not yours because they don't listen to your request. So the girl sitting there in the front or the iPhone being there in the front has got nothing to do with me. It's there. That's a root. What you do with that girl is up to you. What you do with that phone is up to you. You can take that girl and marry. It's your problem. You can steal the phone and keep it. It's your problem, or it's my problem. I can acknowledge the girl being there and yet not get pulled by the girl is liberation. Same way, I'm not getting pulled by the iPhone 17 Pro Max is liberation. From what? From the greed of possessing iPhone 17 Pro Max or the girl. Because all are the same. The girl, boy, this, that, you name it, it's the same thing. You are seeing it is because you're supposed to see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, smell it, and think about it. And none of that is you. Neso mama, this is not mine. Neso aham asmi, this doesn't belong to me. Neso name atta, this is not myself. Why? Because when I possess her, the self view comes because I'm possessing. Now I have to maintain relationship with her, just like I have to maintain relationship with iPhone 17 Pro Max by constantly taking care of it. So I have to take care of my relationship with my wife. Had I not got caught by it, didn't have to maintain anything. And when I possess, it becomes karmic. If I didn't possess, there's no karma. So here is the gameplay of Buddha. Listen to it carefully. You're seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, thinking based upon the karma. Agreed. But you can change it by getting into kusala karma. So you can do kalyana, which is kusala, papaka, which is akusala. You will get fruit of both. But the fruit of positive is far better in consequence than the negative, because negative involves suffering. That is, if I had stolen that iPhone 17 Pro, there would have been suffering because I'm one in fear of getting caught, and two, when I open the door and somebody catches me. Whereas when I went to the Apple store and they offered me 90% off, there's no stealing. But it incited greed. Agreed, raga is there, but it is not stealing. You got the point? But when they gave me 90%, I'm standing still. I'm not moving. The mind is not moving towards iPhone 17 Pro Max. While I thank them and they say, Vilas, I've never found a person like this who wears an Apple t-shirt and yet not taking an Apple thing which is making us feel like we want to give it to you free of cost. You don't have to pay us anything. I still say, listen, my dear friend, 16 Pro doesn't belong to me because it was donated by one of my students. So it's not mine. I can't take something which is not mine. I'm sorry to say you can keep the 17 Pro with you. And also tell him, if you give me that, I have to maintain because I have to take Apple support. And then I have to maintain, and after a while, 10 years from today, this iPhone 17 Pro would have no use. So I've seen the entire suffering. So I didn't buy into it. So I came out of karma. It's punya karma, agreeable. But I didn't even do the punya karma. So no consequence. Yes, Bobby.
Well, actually, like when you say that the sight, sounds, all these sense objects, when it has been there, in some cases, like we don't act on it because we are not interested in, and it is a kind of ignorance, like because everybody's powerful sense organs are different. So yeah, that doesn't like mean that you are liberated, right? Because
no, that's the reason he says avidya is when you don't know the neutrality. You've seen many
when you actually, some people, like, when you see that iPhone, for example, personally for me, it doesn't get any attention from me. I can see it, but maybe I don't know about it, or but I can see it, and I have some features other people are saying and everything, but I don't feel any interest on it.
Let me give you all the three situations. Situation one, I like iPhone. It gives me pleasant feeling. Apple itself gives me pleasant feeling, so I'm wearing this t-shirt. Next time I'm out in America, I will ask our friend Chirag and ario to drive me to the Cupertino. Maybe some other t-shirts would have come, and this is Apple Park, maybe something else would have come, and I would rather buy it because I love Apple. This is one's condition. I'm a Google fan. I don't like Apple at all. I'm an Android customer. I love Android phones. I hate this Apple phone because they make it so proprietary. You can't have all apps working on that, and stupid thing. And they want an Apple ecosystem, so I don't want it. I don't want to buy like that. I'm a Google customer. This I hate. Third one, I don't care. This is ignorance. Typical ignorance, which is avidya. Right? Now, these three are driven by what? Karma. The behind factor is karma. Because you're seeing it because of karma. You're hearing it because of karma. You're tasting it because of karma. You're touching it because of karma. You're smelling it because of karma. Like in the case of Ario and Chirag, who are in California, Bay Area. So they would daily commute through Cupertino, which I can't see. I love Apple, but I can't go. For them, 5 miles down the line, they see Cupertino, Apple Park. If I was there, maybe I would have spent all my time looking at that Apple Park. And if I got a job in Apple, wouldn't I have worked there? I would have worked against whatever might be the problem being there in Apple. But for me, Apple is the company I love. So why I'm not working in Apple? Because the conditions have not come. So why the conditions have not come? Why it's not presented to you? Because you don't deserve it. And why don't I deserve it? Because karmic. That means the very fact that Apple Park exists, which you can't see, is because of karmic. It's there. What you do with that is up to you. If I love Apple Park, I'll keep on going there. If I don't like Apple Park, I don't care. Like what you're saying, that and I don't care. I don't care. It's not I have a dislike towards it, but I don't have any pull towards that. Does that mean I'm in Nibbana? No, I'm in ignorance. That's it. I'm ignoring it. Basically, it's there. That building is there, but I'm ignoring it. When I'm driving towards Mountain View, I can see on the left-hand side this Cupertino. When I'm driving from this side to some other place, and I can see to my right-hand side Cupertino.
Milashi, if there is some Yoniso Mansigaro, like, some reflection.
Wait, we'll come to that later. First, let's solve this.
No, okay, not about that. Okay, so it can be like how we know that it is ignorance and if there is wisdom?
Yeah, you answered it actually. Through Yoniso Manasikara only you can do that. But Yoniso Manasikara brings you to wisdom. Okay. Wisdom. Okay. That's when the wisdom comes. So Ayoniso Manasikara will have all the three combinations, which is this feeling pleasant when seeing apple, feeling unpleasant when you see apple, and ignoring it when I see apple. Same thing with wife. Pleasing when I see wife, unpleasant when I see the wife, I ignore. Fine. That's three. Yes, Ario.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about this ignorance, why this neutrality due to not proper attention is neutrality. I'm thinking, is that the reason? Because it's only neutral because I haven't properly attended to it.
Exactly.
But when I do, it turns into one or another. That means I haven't transcended it.
Yes, so what happens here? I didn't look at this Apple Watch or Apple iPhones. One day it so happened that my Android phone got hacked. I get hang of fucking shit, man. Then I call my friend. Hey, you're right. These Android phones, I'm telling you, they are bad. You told me that. All these days I was just ignoring it. Now I will go and buy it. You say that, Vilas, wait a while, let the shop open. It opens at 11. No, Ario, I can't wait. Vilas, it's 9:30. You have waited for 6 years with this idiotic phone. I've been telling you that Android phones are bad. You said phone is a phone. It is used to call hello and all that. You gave me a lecture. Now your phone is hacked, right? How much money did you lose? $8,000. Fantastic. What did I tell you? Don't have any financial transactions on Android phones. Didn't I tell you? Yes, it comes late. The thing came late. Yes, it came, right? But you know what? I don't like any phones. That's immaterial, Vilas. You like or you dislike is not a question. It's a equipment you require. Yes or no? Yes. So buy something which is durable, which is better, which is having security. I was saying from that point of view. And he said, okay, Ario, whatever you say. But I've lost $8,000. You know what? My whole savings are gone. Fine, I'll get you another phone. If you want, I can sponsor it. No, I want to go and buy. Vilas, listen, it's 9:30. You take your car and come. We'll go and buy together. No, I'll come now. Hang on, I want to take a bath. Don't get so worked up. Fine, you lost $8,000 and now take a phone. So I go at 11, buy it. Feel relieved. A hater of iPhone is now a lover of iPhone because it changed the equation. Same thing happened with my son, and hence I took this example. So the laptop what you gifted to my son, okay, I was showing him OBS doesn't work on that. He kept on challenging me. You don't know Windows, power of Windows, some stupid thing he said. I said, okay, it's your funeral. You don't want to believe me, don't believe it. So he ran OBS on it, recorded the game. I told him, you're doing mistake of recording a game. It's a gaming laptop for sure, but it doesn't have that memory. The GPU will conk off, I'm telling you. He said, no, you don't know the power of Lenovo. I said, wow, good, go ahead, do it. 45 minutes he recorded and it switched off. And that's it. That was the end of that laptop. And we took it to Lenovo store. And they said, the battery is gone. And we don't get the replacement of the battery. So today, my dear son has to use the power only to power on the laptop because he challenged Apple. He had to pay the price. I told him, even my wife came and said, don't challenge your father. He said, no, I have grown up. I should challenge. Okay, challenge. Now he says that, Papa, I agree with you. When will I get my Apple MacBook? I said, you idiot. That day we went and sold that MacBook Air. If you had one day before you had told me, I gave it at such a cheap price to Apple to get it with my MacBook Pro. If you just sneezed even once, keep that MacBook Air, I will see. I didn't have to sell this. It just happened 3 days before. That means we went to the Apple store and then our argument started. Then he conked off his stuff and now he says Apple is good. Right? And he had not come to this room to watch the Apple studio because he says, I dislike Apple. Now our son sits here listening to the songs in Apple studio. You see how this changes. So there's no neutrality, it's ignorance. If you're drawn by that, you immediately change. Like, I marry, everybody marries, I also marry, right? That's a common, that's his ignorance. And a wife is highly caretaking, I start loving it. My wife is very finicky. Then I will come with a book, Why You Shouldn't Marry. It's a world's bestseller because nobody has understood till today why do they marry to get divorced. Nobody knows it. None knows it. It's the most funniest, weirdest thing is to know why you marry. Nobody knows. You go and ask a person who married, why did you marry? He says, I don't know, basically. Actually, he would have gone to many other places to enjoy his physical need. Why he requires to marry to go into physical thing? Just pay some money and you're done. If you think physical is the only problem. If it's emotional, have a friend. Just have a friend. Why you should marry? And when you marry, you boil yourself. Why? You didn't require to marry to have this. Friend is a friend. Have a friend, good friend. Many friends, not one. I can have 10 girls, women friend who is a friend. No physical, only emotional. And for my physical need, I go to some shops, which I don't want to talk here, the shops. You know what it is. So physical need is done, emotional need is done. So why I should marry? And nobody knows why. The male also doesn't know, the female also doesn't know. Right? So basically, if you see, the very fact that was there is karmic. What you do with it is your choice. And hence, Chetana aham bhikkave kammam vadami. Because now you can make a proper choice that should you, shouldn't you. That comes into discretion. You use your common sense if you have and take action. So I buy. Now what I can do? I buy with knowledge that this is anicca. If I hold on to it, it is dukkha. It is not mine, anatta. Same with wife, same with son, same with daughter, same with house, same with money, same with everything. It doesn't possess me. And as soon as it doesn't possess me, there is no karmic. And hence, Buddha says in that Anguttara Nikaya 4.77 that chinteti, can't think, because you have to go to the root to think. The root is sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and thoughts are not yours. You're seeing it, hearing it, tasting it, touching it, smelling because of karmic, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a choice. You can choose, but choose wisely. And that wisely is what Bobby said about yoniso manasikara. So if you have a troublesome wife or a troublesome husband, you can divorce for sure, but don't divorce with hatredness, because you're going to get exactly the same thing again. So nahi verena verani samanti ti kudachanam averena cha samanti es dhammo sanantano. Remember this all the time. By enmity, you can't win anything. By non-enmity, you can calm down your senses. That is Dhammo. This Dhamma is Sanantano, eternal. Why? When things don't work in your favor, you will react violently to it. If things work in your favor, you get attracted by it. And when you ignore it, you catch only avijja, which is ignorance. So don't ignore, but don't hate, don't like it. And if you do that, you're out of karma. That's how you can liberate. So, and hence in that sutta he says, Kamma yoni, Kamma bandhu, Kamma patisarana, all that, because now you have made a choice. If you make a choice, better be with that choice. Don't make further choice. What I mean, I had a bad marriage. Either choose to stay with that person or don't stay with that person, but don't marry again. The failure of one shows that there'll be second failure for sure, because you're not bound to be happy with that marriage. So you will never be happy with that marriage. Do the second one, same. Third one, same. Who says so? Watch all the divorces across the globe and all the remarriages, they break. Because it's not possible. In the same way, if you have miscarriage once, don't ever try to become pregnant again. You'll have a second miscarriage and a third miscarriage. Because if you're not supposed to have it, for whatever reason, you will have complication more and more happening. Even on that, I need it. Yes, you can have it, but you'll have a troublesome life. So you bear the consequence of that. So it will show up. It would show up. When it shows up, accept. Yes, it's showing up. Positive, negative, neutral. Positive, very good, but don't enjoy. It changes. So don't rely on that. Like I and Anjanna, very happy. We never fought in our life. Fair. Agree. But that's not truth. That's far away from truth. Or we both have fought. That's far away from truth. It's situation based. She's seeing a situation which is not your situation, or you're seeing a situation which is not her situation. So she is reacting to that situation, you're reacting to another situation. It's just situation which is presented to them only. It's not yours, not hers. Come on. Don't be an idiot, Vilas. Don't fight with her. Don't fight with her. Just leave it, let her go. Let her go. Don't fight. Don't argue. Don't fight. She's seeing something. It's her perception. Fair. Just let it go. Don't change her perception. But don't change your perception also. Don't get worked up. Leave it. Leave it means, should I leave it, leave her and go? No. Watch it. Because you are being given an opportunity to see what you don't like. We just covered that yesterday. You have to let go of things which you like. Please, don't try to change it. The moment you try to change it, you added a new karma. So that's going to be even more messier. And hence forgiveness meditation is there. Aham avero homi, abhyapajo homi, anigo homi, sukhi attanam pariharami. Don't forget it. If you want to extend your suffering, don't change, add new karma. You are bound to suffer even more than this. Because you're presented with that. Because you deserve it. Or that person also deserves it. But that doesn't mean that they can't take action. They can. They have to. What action? Dhamma is the only refuge. There's no other refuge. So, you become dhammic by not reacting to that. That's what you are, in the Goenka technique, what do you learn? Not to react. Right? That's exactly what he's teaching you. In the body reactions. So there is itching, there's a throbbing, there's this, there's that, there's pain, all that you're observing, right? You're not reacting to it. Same. Exactly the same. Don't react. When you don't react, you allow the karmic cycle to end. Allow it. Vilas, just allow it. This will also pass. Let it go. Don't hold on to it. And make this suffering even more suffering than what it is. Agree, you are having a fight with your wife. Forgive her. How long? Forgive her. No, forgive. Forgive. In your heart, forgive it. Because your eyes are seeing it. It's not your eyes. Your ears are hearing it, not your ears. Your nose is smelling it, not your nose. Come on. Your tongue is tasting it, it's not yours. Your body is feeling it, not yours. Your mind is doing something, not yours. Leave it. Neso mama, neso ahamasmi, neso name atta. Don't forget this mantra when you are having this trouble. It pass through. When it passes through, something else will come in its place. Don't celebrate now. Because it's the same thing. Don't celebrate. Let it go. Anicca nature. is anicca. It arises, it goes away. Why am I fighting? But the sight of her is irritating me. Why am I irritated? The sound of hers irritates. Why am I getting worked up? The touch of hers irritates. Will you do the same thing if you had a brother or a sister? Same thing. The children keep fighting. What does the parent do? Will they throw them out? Same thing, right? If there are 3 children in house, they fight for their right. They are having 3 children because they're supposed to stay with them. That's predestined, right? What you're seeing is predestined. It's there. Now, what you can't do anything about it, you can't remove them. Just because I don't like my sister, can I throw her out? I don't have right. I can go and complain to my father or mother, but they might not take any action. I don't like my sister, or I don't like my brother. Nothing they will do. Tomorrow morning, I'm supposed to share the bed with that same person whom I don't like. Brother, younger brother. They say, sleep with him. I want to punch that. No, I can't punch him because he's going to tell my parents and they're going to come and slap me. How did you punch him? It's a new karma. So this slap is a new one now. That was never there. You idiot, if you had just slept, you didn't take the slap. Now that I did something with my brother, my father came and hit me, and the blood is coming out. You asked for it, right? It's a new karma. It was never there. You added a new one now. You have to bear that consequence. So you have to bear the consequence of sleeping with that brother, younger brother. One problem. Second problem, I had to now get hit, which was not there. Vilas, you could have escaped. No. Now my father suspect that every time I'm going to do something with my younger brother, what my younger brother did now, he came to know that my father hits me. So he does some mischief, puts it on me, goes and tell my father, another one. Because now I'm the person who is supposed to get hit all the time. So it's a new karmic vipaka, right? It's the fruit of action. What should I do now? Nothing. Enjoy the ride. You are in the new train, which will make you get hit in one place and another place and another place, another place, another place. Enjoy the ride. Now, because of this, I got a wife who keeps on hitting me. What should I do? Continue the ride. Why? My boss verbally hits me. Same thing. No different. He didn't promote me for all these years. He's promoted everyone except me. Because he doesn't believe me, what I do. Good work I do. Then I see the Buddha Dhamma. Then I read Chula Kamma Vibhanga Sutta. My eyes open up and say, wow, here is the solution to this. Ah. Oh. Why didn't I read it when I was a child? Why? You read it now at 53, Vilas, it's better. Better late than never. Oh, sorry, 54. So that initial thing is Kamma Vipaka. What you do with it, is yours. What you're presented with it can't do anything. So you can choose not to react. That's your choice. And when you don't react, no karma, you're out of it. You're liberated from karmic consequences permanently. That's the end of suffering. And hence I said it will be 1.5 hours plus. Otherwise, it would have been only 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Hope I didn't bore you with this come up stuff, but yes, Ario, you had something to say.
I guess, in short answer, what would be the clear indication of a reaction versus non-reaction? Let's say a bad situation, you want to remove yourself. What's the easiest?
Pause. Take 2 minutes pause. You get time to take an action. Reaction is spontaneous. Take 2 minutes break. I want to break. I want break. I want to buy this. Break. Just 2 minutes. I want to fly. Break. Hold on. Hang on. Hang on. Yes.
So I guess for job or marriage, take 2 months or something like that.
No. Job, marriage, anything. Take a break before reaction. You married, you're with a job, take a break. Take a break means not don't go on a vacation. Before you take an action, before I write an email, I want to send it to my boss. Relax. See the pros and cons. Yoniso manasikara. Before I say something to my wife, relax. She said something to me, relax. Not that you shouldn't take action, relax. Relax. Hold on. No, it is. Use proper discernment. Put it in 4 ways. Sataka, purpose. Sapaya, suitability. Gochara, where the mind is running. Asammoha, should always be asammoha. Sammoha means blinded, deluded completely. No. What's the purpose? The purpose of her shouting at me is possession. Make a note. Note it. Possession. Suitability. Yes, I am the only her possession. So how can I relieve her out of this possession? By getting her a child. She wants a new toy. Come on, she's a woman. You idiot. You can't make her pregnant. Give her a new toy. She will let you go. You idiot. But I don't want children. Great. Get her a new toy. I'm saying toy. Any toy which is better than you, she will leave you. Otherwise, where is the anniversary? What anniversary? Today is our anniversary. So, what do you mean so? Because she's possessive. Absolutely possessive. No doubt in that. Today you did not even wish on my birthday. Why? She's possessive. Simple. You are the only source, boss. But you never wish me on my birthday. I wished. Okay, why did I ever ask her? She might have wished I had not even noticed it. I was busy with my work. Fair game. But you should know all women are emotional and they're possessive. You should know this. Know this. Ask a woman. She will tell you. Ask your own mother. She will tell you. She's possessive and she's emotional. Right? Take it as purpose, suitability. What is suitable? Know that emotions drive crazy. Do you want to drive emotions or do you want to relax the emotions? Your choice. Look at your mind getting agitated, worked up. No, relax. Is it taking you to asammoha or sammoha? Is making you deluded, darkened? No. Light is there? Yes. Now you take a action, not a reaction. So this is sampajanya in practice, not the sitting meditation cushion sampajanya. It doesn't solve this problem. It solves only one problem, sitting in the room and going in deep trance, which is equivalent to intoxicating oneself for 10 days or 20 days or whatever days. You should be live. When the problem comes, apply. So man is practical, woman is emotional. You require practical side also, you require emotional side also. Man will hide his emotions, so you require emotions. That's fair. So the heart attack comes in a man more than a woman because a woman can express emotions. A man cannot. They are forced to hide their emotions. So they don't know where to go and put it up. So they can only take drugs, sex, alcohol, only these three things. Woman is emotional. She has to see practicality, not emotional. So this man should feed in practical and the woman should take over the emotions. Perfect blend. And that's a good marriage, by the way. Like me and Anjanna. I can understand her emotions and she can understand my practicality. So we both blend. I can understand every woman's emotion, not only her emotion. That's what I did. You send me any woman, crazy woman, I can know her emotions. I'm not going to become emotional with her. I can understand her emotions. What is she driving herself to? Yes.
So I guess if I say I don't want to be with any woman because I don't like their emotions, that means I haven't really wished to deal with my own emotions.
Because you don't feel yourself. So you are as in desert as any person is. So basically, since you don't know how to handle it, you think I can be very practical. No. There's a limitation. There's dryness in practicality. There's wetness in emotion. You require dry and wet. Otherwise, you feel totally disconnected. You start to feel there's no one at all in your life. And that's the time the person gets into depression. Because I start to feel for what reason I'm here. There's no, you see, many of these Hollywood stars, they've committed suicide because they lost the plot. They got everything, but no one to love, no emotions at all. So they ultimately drove them to suicide. And why so many women die? Because they can't see practically what's happening. They get swarmed by emotions. The only thing they see is ending my life is better. So they die. One dies seeking emotion, another dies seeking practical. And that's karmic, right? Actually, what is driving that person emotionally is karmic. And what is driving practicality is also karmic. If I understand this, neither I will be emotional, nor I will be practical. I will be on Dhamma. That's the nature. Nature of a mother is to be emotional. You see in animals, they are emotional because they bear the child. So they need to be emotional. They need to give that. And every girl is an upcoming mother. So she will be possessive. She will be emotional. Simple. It's a rule book. You see a dog, and dog has 5 puppies. You try going near it. See what happens. Because they're possessive of the children. Right? And then they're angry because they have emotions. You see a male dog, it only knows how to make the pregnant. They care a damn about anything because it's practical. Same thing with humans. Why a man divorces a woman? Because she is no longer interesting. So he will buy onto another product, not knowing the next product is also emotional product. Sir, she's emotional product. What you bought? She's going to squeeze you like this. Never. Because she's emotional. That's her nature. You have to understand the emotion of a woman and you have to understand the practicality of a man, and both are required, not one, two. Whether you're marrying or are not marrying is separate. You're divorcing or not divorcing, separate. But when I see my wife, I should see her like a mother because she is indeed a mother. So she'll be possessive and emotional. She possesses me. Absolutely. Even now, I have to go to that house. So she's very happy I'm sitting here. And when I'm gone, she keeps on, even though she's on Dhamma, she feels it's been long that you're sitting there. If she can feel like that, think about a normal woman. And hence, they start looking at whether the husbands are cheating them. And they start thinking. So they get emotional. Even the husband is not cheating, but they feel the husbands are cheating because they have both possession and emotion. They think another woman will possess my husband. That's true. Go and ask any woman. She has this fear. My husband will be possessed by someone, like a ghost coming and possessing. So she will never allow another woman coming closer to him. That's a tribe nature. So if you are in Dhamma, you're out of all this. That's the power of Buddha Dhamma. Anyway, hope that you understood what is Kamma and Kamma Vipaka and whatever it is. So you create your own destiny. And what you're seeing today is what was created earlier. What you're hearing today is what you created earlier. What you're smelling today is created earlier, like that. None of that is yours. So drop it. Watch it. Leave it. Yes. Go ahead.
I guess that's why Buddhists say the pleasure you should see as pain and pain you should see as arrow, because you're supposed to suffer through both of them and then you're free.
Yes. So don't change. Don't aspire for a better situation. Instead, cut the situation itself in your mind. Because the moment you aspire for a new situation, you're creating new karma. But nobody stopped you from not reacting to it. Not become numb. That's ignorance. I'll say, okay, from today I'll ignore. Whatever she does, I'll ignore. No, no. Whatever my boss does, I'll ignore. No, sorry. Sorry, you mistook it. Take action, not reaction. Take 2 minutes pause. Just don't do anything. 2 minutes. Watch the breath. Sit silent. Exactly 2 minutes. 120 seconds. Then the proper discernment pops up. Take action. Like that. Should I marry? 2 minutes. Should I divorce? 2 minutes. Should I have children? 2 minutes. Shouldn't I have children? 2 minutes. Should I quit job? 2 minutes. Should I join? 2 minutes. Come on, in 2 minutes, what I can think? No thinking. Sit. If you start thinking, hours will go. No. Just sit. Just relax. Put on nice music. Then take some deep breaths. Take some water. Let's say my wife came and shouted at me, and take this water. I check the mind whether it still has the same impressions of how she came and shouted and all that. Still there. 2 more minutes. Allow it to die down completely. It dies down. Definitely it die down. Once it's died down, look at the positive side of an action, the negative side of an action. If you take this action, what is going to happen? If you take that action, what's going to happen? Just let it go. Just throw it into the universe and wait for the proper answer to come. You'll be shocked. It just comes like this. And take that. Do. So let's say she shouted. Relax. Then I go. Then I ask her, can you tell me why you shouted at me? Allow her to shout again, no problem. But this time I'm listening. Then I say to her, did it solve the problem? No. So why don't we address the problem? I listen to you. Tell me what's the problem. Make a notes. Oh, this is the problem. So what are the available solutions? So I sit with my wife. So we both sit and see what's the problem, what's the solution to this. First is why this problem came. That's the first problem, right? The first thing is why this happened. Second, what caused this? That is what, when, where, who, and how. 4 W's and 1. How is your strategy? So what happened? When it happened? Where it happened? Who did it? Who created it to make it a perception of a problem? Then how do we solve this? This how? Manasikara. Phassa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Manasikara. Right? Right. So now I do Yoniso Manasikara. This guy. How? How do we solve it? What are the solutions available with us? Solution 1, how does this look? Solution 2, how does this look? Solution 3, how does it look? So then we have come to the root cause analysis, RCA, Rukka Mula Gatova. Right? I came to the root cause. And the root cause, if you remove, the problem is gone. So I made the person the problem. Now the problem is different than the person. So can I not solve it? What's the guarantee it'll work next? Vilas, are you interested in solving now? Or are you anticipating further things? I'm anticipating. That means you want troubles. That means you don't want to let go of that deed. Right? You are harboring it, which means you will manifest it next time. So wait for it to manifest. You got a brilliant chance to drop it off. No, I don't believe. Manifest then. So it manifests back again because I don't have trust with my partner. Can be a business partner, same problem. Can be an office colleague, same problem. My boss, same problem. Wife, same problem. What difference? It's all the same. I don't have trust. But do I trust myself? That's the first question I need to ask myself. I have no trust in myself because I don't love myself. So there can't be any trust either. Simple. So first, why not I do it? Aham avero homi, abhyapajo homi, anigo homi, like that. Then the trust comes. When the trust comes in me, I can trust anyone because I don't react. And that's the end of suffering. And karma can't do anything to me at all. So no karma vipaka in the end. Okay, that's it. So let me run to that house. Otherwise, these students would be concerned that he left us and went. And they would be thinking our karma that we came on this day and he is not alive. Okay. Bobby is going somewhere. Oh, Bobby implemented the 2 minutes exercise. Yes.
Definitely, Vilashi. I know I was really that reading even ChatGPT now for some of my Dhamma, this thing, So everywhere the 2-minute pause is the key thing. So I think that is where the wisdom comes. So thank you,
Yes.
Vilashi.
Yes, sure.
So
Anytime for all of us. If you're challenged, just take 2 minutes off. Just 2 minutes. You'll save your life. Just 2 minutes.
Yeah. I practically started doing it with some of the things with Marin, and actually, it is working.
Yeah, it will work because you will see a different perspective itself. Always solve the problem, not the person. Person is not the problem. The problem is the karma, which has appeared in front of you.
I think that sudden reaction is the problem.
Yes.
Sudden reaction.
Because you never expected it to happen that way. So, like that. Anyway, good. So we crossed 2 hours of karma only. It's my karma now to go there. So let me go and start with them. Start again. So let's start.
Thank you, Vilas. Very nice.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.